Alright guys, how's it going? Grab yourself a cold one or a cup of milk, you pick the poison. It's this week's Let's Talk. Now I'm going to start this conversation by saying, OBS, you're a pain in the ass. I updated it yesterday and it screwed my entire settings. So when I went to import the video, it was MK4 and I was like, So I'm already in a bad mood. Kidding on. This week's Let's Talk topic is Originality is plagiarism undetected. Now there is a kind of backstory to this video and I'll explain it further down the line. But the term was originally coined by William Ralph Ing, and I believe it was early 20th century, 1905 perhaps. And he's a kind of philosopher, kind of Nostradamus. If you're interested in that kind of thing, probably worth having a quick read. So anyway, let me tell you a story. Sit down folks. So I woke up this morning and I had a notification on Discord. Nothing unusual there. And it's basically a user saying, here, check this out. I thought it was you. So I click on the link. I go to Instagram and I see the hashtag being used. Hashtag Blender Royale. Now I'll be completely honest. My first initial reaction was, you bastards. You know what I mean? That's kind of my baby. I felt slightly violated by like a second uncle or something. Can't keep that. Sorry. 2 seconds. Anyway. Yeah, so my first initial reaction was, you bastard. And then I kind of took a step back and I remembered one thing that my lecturer said years ago. Originality is plagiarism undetected. Now, there's not really much I could do about it. Now, I'm no genius to be honest, so if somebody comes up with the same hashtag as me, what can you do about it? You know what I mean? But I made a post on Twitter and I basically says, look, just to clarify, this is not me, it's another Instagram group, just to make you aware. And the developer or the owner of the page got in contact. Now, they run at Blender Street, I believe it is, on Instagram. Huge followers. They're running a competition in Blender if you're interested at the moment. They've got some nice prizes to give away, and if you use the hashtag Blender Royale, you can enter the competition, I believe. I'll put the link in the description down below. You're more than welcome to check them out. In fact, I recommend you do. But anyway, it did kind of drive home the point that originality is plagiarism undetected. Now, like I mentioned, I'm no genius. Certainly not. And if you take Blender Royale, a derivative of Battle Royale. Now, if you've never seen Battle Royale, what a film, man. Absolutely amazing. Between that and Chopper, two of my favourite films. Recommend, watch them, and you'll have a great day. But even my idea is not original. It's a derivative of Battle Royale, and I just put the word Blender in front. So for somebody else to use it, there's not really much I can do. The only concern that I had was I don't want people getting confused and thinking we're running it or they're running ours, vice versa kind of thing. But the developer got in touch and he basically says, really sorry mate, probably should have done a little bit of research before I made the Blender tag, I just thought it up. And that's pretty much the end of the story. And he came into Discord, very polite guy, excellent stuff, and hopefully we can maybe collaborate towards something in the near future and everything can have a happy ending. But it did kind of resonate again, and it's pretty much why I'm talking about it today. Now, being original is pretty damn hard, to be honest, especially in today's climate, especially if you're a 3D artist. Everything seems to be done before. Now, you could take a large piece of paper, for example, and you could take a tub of paint and you could throw it over the canvas, and sure as hell, somewhere down the line, somebody will turn around and say, that's a Jackson Pollock. And this is one thing that you'll find happens over and over again. And this is why big media companies now have lawyers to protect them when they're creating content. Now, I can give you ideas, I can show you techniques for trying to create original artwork. You can use things like alchemy, you can paste together hair dryers to come up with some form, stuff like this, but it is really hard to be original. And one of the things you might have noticed is if you've got parents, hopefully you're not like Batman. Oh, this is going to get downloaded. But hopefully you've still got parents. You might have heard them, or even an elder saying, I seen that in the 60s. I wore that in the 70s. Fashion always comes back around. I've heard that music before when I was young. And that's because it pretty much gets recycled over and over again. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a few people that kinda are unique, or they try to be unique. Even if you take somebody, for example, like Banksy, his work's not unique. He just has a very good audience and he just does some very creative stuff, but it's not unique. Well, maybe the ice cream, the Disneyland one, that was pretty clever, to be honest. No, I think that had been done before as well, but he just made it really famous. So yeah, being original is pretty damn difficult in today's world. At the end of the day, I spoke to the author and we had a conversation. Nothing really bad happened, to be honest. There was no animosity towards each other. It was like, sorry dude, didn't mean to kind of step on your toes, and I was like, yeah, well, shit happens, know what I mean? And like I said, hopefully we can work together. And that's pretty much my rant for today, and it made no sense at all, and I do apologise if you have an uncle that abused you. Do me a favour guys, like video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter, support me on Gumroad, you know what to do. Take care.